So finding our easy seated pose. And as you find your seat, I'm starting to relax into the moment. Just letting the week go. And find yourself in the day, in the morning, is now. And finding any little movements, maybe shaking out, that extra energy that might be with you. I'm taking a few deep breaths in through the nose. Audible breath out the mouth. Clearing breaths, inhale, filling up. Exhale, push it out. Big forceful breath here. Let's take one more. Inhale through the nose, closing the mouth, exhale through the nose. Starting to soften the breath a bit. Finding a balance between that big expansion and an ease, a softness with your breath. Keeping the breath's richness, fullness. As you inhale, drawing the breath through the back of the nose and throat. Exhale through the nose, like fogging a piece of glass just under your face. Each breath in, feeling the lift and expansion on the inhale, how the exhale softens you down. 3 or 4 breaths here. Alive in your eyes. Find the space of your armpits. Relax your low back. Let your tailbone point straight down. The crown of your head lift to the sky. And relax the jaw. Let the tongue rest towards the roof of the mouth. Gently bringing the hands to heart center. Breathing in, lifting the heart up. Exhale, bowing the head down towards the heart space. Holding the center line of your body. Focusing in the middle path. And working with this middle path. And avoiding the extremes. Polarization. Instead, finding that middle way. Breathing in, breathing out. And gently lower your hands back down towards your thighs and slide them forward to the edge of your knees, opening the eyes. Grip onto your knees, straighten out your arms. And as you breathe in, lift your heart and your chest up towards the sky. Looking up, arching your back, rolling the shoulder blades down and back. Taking a big breath in here. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, press your mid back behind you, drop the shoulders down. Breathe in, heart forward, look up, chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, pull the belly button in. Good, breathe in, shift forward, look up. Exhale, round back. Twice more, inhaling, arching the back, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Once more here. Breathing in, exhale, rounding in. Coming forward, tabletop, all fours, hands and knees. Big toes touch, knees wide, child's pose. Send your hips back towards your heels, arms forward. Take a moment here to really stretch and lengthen your arms forward. Fan your fingertips wide and then root down through the heels of your hands. Use that connection between the heels of your hands and the floor to press your hips back in space. Widen through your sit bones. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath here. Exhaling, fully relax your neck, let your head soften down. On your in-breath, start to pull yourself forward, keep your chest and your belly close to the floor, draw yourself to space pose. So forearms to the mat, let your belly button come down, hips lower, chest lifts. And so elbows about underneath the shoulders. You can always walk the elbows forward if the low back is tight this morning. Give it some time to come into extension, or elbows right underneath your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet down and root your pubic bone and your hips down, feeling this anchor through your pelvis. Use that and pull your belly button just gently in, using that to help lift your rib cage up. So rooting from the bottom to lift up through the spine. Hug the shoulder blades slightly back towards your hips, so you feel a broadness across your chest and a frame through the back of your shoulders. Then lift through the back of your neck and press the back of your head back 1 inch. Draw your gaze slightly up. And feeling that engagement up the spine, breathe in. Breathe out. Look towards the left, rotating your gaze over the left shoulder, looking back. And then come forward, looking forward, unwind. And once to the right, looking over the right shoulder and look all the way back. And look forward, coming back through center. Breathe in, look all the way up, open the front of the throat. Exhale, look forward, straighten out the neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last few moments here, hug your elbows back towards your hip bones. Like you're pulling your elbows to those hip bones and you're pulling the hip bones forward to your elbows. Feeling that engagement through your low back and your core. Bend your knees, point your toes up to the sky and lift the knees up. So thighs are starting to pull up from the mat, back body engages. Begin to look up again, the back of your head or the crown of your head pressing towards the bottoms of your feet. Everything that's touching the mat is grounding down, everything else lifting to the sky and pulling head towards the toes, toes towards the head. Breathe in, hold for your breath out. Gently lower the legs down, lower your gaze forward. Hands come underneath the shoulders, press up to tabletop, breathe in, all fours. Child's pose, breathe out, hips back to your heels, rounding the back, keep the arms stretched forward, head down. Couple deep breaths here, use the breath to expand into your low back, countering your previous posture. Expand your belly on the inhale, soften on the exhale. Shifting forward, tabletop, all fours, tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Lengthen out your stance as you lift the hips up and back. Good, 3 breaths in down dog. Feel free here, bend into alternate knees. Try widening your hands, see how that feels on your shoulders. Let your shoulders sit back. Your low belly, your low ribs drawing in, so framing your core always through this pose. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. So coming towards the back of your mat, walking your hands back. Coming into forward fold at the back of the mat, soften through the knee joints, let the head hang. Interlace your hands towards the base of your skull. So interlacing your hands right towards the base of the skull, the occipital ridge, pinkies resting on that ridge. Then wrap the forearms to the side of the head so the elbows point towards your shins. And gently rotate your gaze right and left. Being gentle with your neck and allowing the weight of your arms to help lengthen the upper spine as you rotate your gaze right and left, left and right. Just taking some nice slow rotations through the neck in your forward fold. And hands hang back down to the mat. Breathe in, find a half lift. Hands come to your shins, heart forward, shoulder blades back. Exhale, round in, fold in, forehead towards your shins. Bend your knees, sit your hips way low. Circle your arms wide, stand all the way up. Breath in, reach to the sky. Breath out, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms back up, reaching up. Exhale to forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold and round in, forward fold, breathing out. Good, once more, find your half lift and hold here. So hands onto your shins, or they can be onto the tops of the thighs above the knees. Finding a flat back, heart is pulling forward, weight is pulling into your toes. Tailbone is reaching behind you. Keep the left hand connected to your leg. Press your leg forward into the left hand, and then reach your right arm up, opening up, finding a twist towards the right. So left hand can be to your shin, your ankle, or even to the top of the left thigh. As you reach the right arm up, feel that space from one set of fingertips to the other. Reach your tailbone back, pull the low belly in. One more breath here, rotate your gaze higher, looking up towards the right thumb. Exhale, right hand comes back down to the shins. Tilt your weight forward to your toes, take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, let it go for a moment, hang forward. Bend your knees, sit your hips low, circle your arms wide as you stand up, breathe in, reach up. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Cactus arm back bend, arms reach up. Bend the elbows wide to the sides. Hips press forward, lift your chest, squeeze those shoulder blades back, and open the sternum, the center of the heart space towards the sky. Reach your arms back up, lengthen up, straightening out. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to halfway lift, hold here, breathe out. Good. Connecting the right hand firmly onto your right leg, whether it's shin, ankle, or thigh. Reach your left arm up, twisting open towards the left. Keep your weight tilting forward, your right shin and right hand pressing into one another. Open through that left armpit, really reach it to the sky. Lengthen your tailbone back, pull your belly in. Good, noticing the difference here from one side to the other. Take a breath in, look up towards that left thumb. Exhale, left hand back, down, forward, fold, let it go. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in and round. Walk your hands forward towards the top of your mat, coming back into downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. High plank, shift forward to your high plank and hold here. Holding high plank for a few breaths. Hug your arms tight towards your body, like you're eliminating some of the space in your armpits. Firm through your kneecaps, kick back through your heels, look slightly forward, keep carrying your head, keeping the neck right in line with the rest of your spine. Lower your knees, keep planked through your abs, breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows halfway lower, breathe in, push back up, straighten out the arms. Bend the elbows to half lower. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift up. Once more, exhale, halfway lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bend your elbows, lower down, chest down, head down. Hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze your elbows back and lift your chest. Baby cobra. Anchor the feet down, lengthen through the back of your neck. Hug your shoulder blades towards your hips to get your chest up a little higher. Take one more breath in, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, breathe in, push up, plank pose. Exhale to down dog, hips go up and back. Once more, walk your hands back towards your feet. So coming towards the back of your mat into forward fold. Bend your knees, root to rise, arms wide, stand all the way up. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Inhale to your back bend, arms up. Cactus your arms, bend the elbows wide, heart lifts, hips forward, chest high. One breath here, lean back and look back. Reach up through center, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, hold here. Exhale. Reach the right arm up, twisting open to the right, breathe in. Exhale, right hand back to the right shin. Inhale, left arm reaches up, open up. Exhale, left hand back to the left shin. Bend the knees, arms up, chair pose. Utkatasana, feet stay hip width distance for this variation. So arms to the sky, knees and feet hip width distance, tailbone aligning over your heels. When beginning to sit a little lower, reach your arms forward in front of you, and now shift your hips way back in space, trying to get those thighs almost parallel to the floor. Root into your heels, grip your big toes down, pull your belly in, scoop it off of your thighs. 3 breaths here, look over your fingertips. Notice if the knees are widening or knocking in. Keep them in line with your middle toe. Press through both feet to stand up. Reach up, hands to heart center, breathe out. Step your right foot forward towards the top of your mat, coming into warrior one. So as you step the right foot forward, you're gonna find kind of your natural gait or distance. And just checking out what it feels like to step forward and what this length of warrior one feels like in your hips and your low back. Arms can circle up, reaching up through the chest. Anchor into the front heel, the right heel, and push your hips gently forward to align the tailbone downward. Press the palms together, lock your thumbs, or interlace your hands, creating a steeple grip. Index fingers point to the sky. Wherever you are, squeeze the arms in towards your head, really reach up, look up. You can look up forward or look straight up to your hands. Reroot into your feet and send that right hip gently back, left hip forward, aligning your torso forward. Hands lower back to heart center. Push off your front heel, step to the back of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale to your half lift. Find length, tilt the weight into your toes, shoulders hug back. Round in, fold in, root back to your heels, pull your belly in. Walk your hands forward, top of the mat, down dog. Find your breath here, 3 deep breaths. Maybe bringing the feet a little closer together. Knit those lower floating ribs into your core. Broaden through your shoulders like you're wrapping the shoulders to the side body. On your inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. Exhale, bend your elbows, slow lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, feet anchor, lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, push up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Breath in, breath out. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Back of the mat, bend the knees, arms circle up, stand all the way up. Hands to heart center, breathe out, stepping forward with your left foot. So finding the left side, your gait, naturally stepping the left foot forward and feeling how that distance feels in your body for the hips, for the low back. Press to the outside of your right foot, firm the right leg. Arms can reach up towards the sky. Either thumbs crossed, palms stay together, or interlace your grips, release your index fingers, squeezing the arms towards your head. Push your hips forward, tailbone dropping down, hug your left thigh back, press your right glute forward. Start to look up as you reach up. Feeling the energy of this posture draw in multiple directions. Your arms reaching up, your legs grounding down, your left thigh hugging back, your right hip lengthening forward. Hands lower to heart center. Press off your front heel to step to the back of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale back, bend arms, sweep up. Either cactus arms, or you can take that interlaced grip again, or palms together, thumbs cross, hugging the arms towards your head. As you press the hips forward, look up, reach up, and start to look back. Lean your body weight back in space, coming into the heels again. Feel your abs engage. Slowly help yourself through center. Breathe in. Forward fold, let it go. Breathe out. Walk your hands forward, downward facing dog. Coming back to the center of your mat. 3 breaths, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, slow lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, heart lifts, feet anchor, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, breathe in and push up. Exhale to down dog, hips up and back. Look forward between your hands, bend your knees, step forward or hop forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Use the arms, keep some weight there. Exhale, fold in, round in. Bend your knees, root to rise, stand up, top of the mat. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Shift your weight into the right leg and bend the left knee up. And finding your balance here, focus back to your breath. See if you can drop the left hip crease down as you lift the left knee higher. Interlace your hands towards the front of your left knee or shin. pull in. Bending the elbows, pulling the left knee to your chest. Firm your standing leg again. Good, so you can stay here or take your left hand, reach to the outside edge of your left foot or grab and bind with your peace fingers onto your left big toe, kicking your left foot forward. You can always still have a bend in the left knee as you open the left leg towards the left side. Continue to focus on the standing leg, firming there, straightening out. Avoid locking the leg, but lift that right kneecap up. Hips stay squared forward as you open the left leg towards the left. Right arm can open to the right side to counterbalance. Bend the left knee again, bring it back towards your chest. Hug the left knee in, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat, find your warrior one, arms reach up. Good, so warrior one with the right leg forward, finding the lunge space. Interlace your hands, reach up, look up, breathe in. Hands to heart center, lower your gaze, forward, breathe out. Hinge forward, chest comes forward, twist towards your right. So you can twist with your elbow floating in space, or you can try to connect your left elbow to the in or outside of your knee. Or simply focus on this nice straight line from the back leg through your spine, keeping your body more upright, focusing on your core strength and balance. As you twist low from your core, pull the low belly in and rotate the right ribs towards the sky. Start to unwind your twist, sweep your arms back up to warrior one. Hands to heart center, step forward, top of the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Start to shift your weight into the left leg, then your right knee up. So you can always use a wall for balance as well as a touch point. As we work on these balancing poses, think of where the weight is in your foot, in your standing leg foot. Can you engage more parts of the foot or feel your weight distributing across the left foot? Forward and back, side to side. Try to lift the right knee higher towards your chest while you drop the right hip down. Grabbing towards the front of the right knee or shin, pull the right knee into your chest. Feel that separation through the groin. Hug the right sit bone towards the left thigh. So even as the legs are separating, there's this connection to the center line. You can stay right here or take the right hand, reach towards the outside edge of the right foot, or bind with your peace fingers onto the right big toe and extend through the right leg. Immediately focus on re-engaging that standing leg, lift the left kneecap up. Hug your right shoulder blade back. You can keep the right knee bent or straight as you open the right leg towards the right side. Firm the standing leg, lift your chest, press through the ball of your right foot. Maybe the left arm reaches to the left. Rebend your right knee, bring it back towards your chest, lifting through center. Step your right foot to the back of your mat, warrior one to the left side. Breathe in, arms come up. Interlacing your grip. Steeple grip or palms together. Inhale, press into your legs, reach up through your arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Start to hinge forward. Bringing your spine at about a 45-degree angle from the floor, or you can come down a little further, separating your legs more as you twist towards the left. Engage through this low belly space. Use the low belly to anchor into your twist, or letting that twist radiate from your core up your spine towards the shoulders. Sit the left hip back and down. Lift up through the left ribs, twist a little deeper to the left. Start to unwind, reach your arms back to the sky, lifting up, warrior one. Step forward, top of the mat, hands to heart center, breathe out. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up, back bend if you like. Forward fold, coming back down to the mat, breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, round in. Step your feet back, down dog, inhale. Exhale. Good, 3 breaths here, downward facing dog. You can always lower your knees in child's pose, feeling free. Inhale, lift your right leg up, kicking the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Swing your right heel across towards the left thigh, lowering your right knee and shin down. So coming towards half pigeon pose. Right knee about behind the right wrist, left thigh lengthening back long. Try to keep your left heel pointed at the sky rather than that heel or ankle sickling outwards or inwards. And then hug your knees towards the center line or towards your groin. Feel that stabilization through the pelvis and then lengthen the heart forward as you start to lower to your forearms. So using the hug of your knees, pulling towards one another to find that root at your center, at the base of your spine. And then keeping that, draw your belly button up towards your rib cage and see if you can press your heart and the crown of your head forward to the top of your mat. You're feeling this energetic lengthening of the spine. It starts to intensify the stretch and the sensation through your legs. And then can you balance there between holding that length of spine and softening into your hips to deepen your stretch. Maybe your arms walk forward now. Palms can press together, head to the floor. 3 more breaths, pigeon pose. And begin to walk your hands back in underneath your shoulders and bend your back knee, pointing your left toes to the sky. Left hand comes to the center line of your mat, right arm sweeps back, rotating towards the right to try to catch the back foot. So if that's not available, if you're not able to grab the foot, right, that's okay. You can let go of the foot and just take the right hand onto your right hip, twisting through your chest. And if you're able to grab the back foot, flex the foot just gently, and you'll feel that engagement draw from the top of your left knee to your left hip, opening that left hip flexor. Drop through the left hip bone on the front side, and rotate your right ribs a little higher, lifting them up as you twist them back to the right. Lift your gaze up, looking up. Start to unwind that pose, extending the left leg back long, rotating forward again, hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes, lifting your left knee. Start to round your back, push the ground away, and extend the right leg up and back to 3-legged dog. Right leg lowers back to the mat, downward dog. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, half or full lower. Inhale to your baby cobra again, or upward facing dog. Exhale to press back to down dog, tucking the toes, lifting the hips. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Lower the left knee down behind the left wrist. Left heel swings across towards the right thigh. Right knee lowers down, untuck the right toes. So keeping your hips squared forward, right? Being mindful that the right leg doesn't lengthen back so far, that the right hip starts to open up. Squeeze the knees towards one another. Find that stability as you lower down to your forearms, keeping the heart lengthening forward. Like the center of the sternum is going to reach onto your thumbs, onto your hands. Notice any tension in your neck and shoulders. Can you soften there? If you're rotating your gaze, yawning your jaw. You're hugging the top of the left thigh or the femur bone into the hip as you allow that rotation of the left leg within that left hip socket. Maybe you're lowering down further now, walking the hands forward, continuing to find length through the spine. So some of us have a tendency to arch the low back in this pose, especially if the hips are really open. So it might make sense to pull your belly button in a little tighter and almost feel like you're rounding through your low back space. That might actually be neutral and feel better. Two breaths. Then beginning to come back onto your hands underneath the shoulders. Bending the back knee, right toes, point to the sky. Right hand can come to the center line of the mat as you rotate the left arm up and back, reaching back for the right foot. Remember, you can always let that right leg go and take your left hand onto the left hip, focusing on twisting towards the left. If you're able to grab the right foot, flex the right foot gently. Feel that engagement track up the right quad and start to open the right side. Draw your low belly in to continue supporting your low back. Can you rotate your gaze up over your left shoulder or start to look to the sky? Start to unwind, releasing the right foot to the floor, taking the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee, press the floor away, round through your back, lifting your left knee up, kick the left leg up and back, breathe in. Exhale, lower the left leg down, down dog, breathe out. Looking forward between your hands. Bend your knees, step forward or hop forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold in and round. Bend your knees, arms wide, root to rise, stand all the way up. Right arm under left, eagle wrap. So right arm under left, crossing at elbows, maybe the wrists. Relax the shoulders down. Even if that means collapsing the elbows to the chest. And then forearms press gently forward. Bend the knees, sink your hips, bring your feet together. Right leg either up and over the left, or right toes in front of the left foot. Squeeze the thighs together. No space between your thighs. Try to draw your knees to the center line of the body. Hug the right hip back. Sit a little lower, one breath here. Anchor down through your left heel. Unwind your legs, breathe in, reach your arms up. Left arm under right, other side of eagle wrap through the arms. Allow the shoulders to relax down, pull the low belly in. Feet together, bend your knees. Left leg up and over the right, or left toes touch down in front of the right toes, squeeze the thighs together. As we squeeze through the front side, crossing the legs, we open up the back side, creating space across the sacrum. Freeing any pinching sensation or compression towards the center of the low back. Knees aligned forward, elbows forward, relax shoulders, deep breath. Sit a little lower. Unwind your legs, unwind your arms, breathe in, reach up. Forward fold, breathe out. Step back to down dog, inhale. Settle in, exhale. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Take your hands wider than the mat, fingertips down, elbows high to the sky. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist towards the right. Pause here. So left shoulder head is reaching to the floor. Right shoulder blade is coming back to your spine. Looking over the right elbow, look gently up and back. Breathe and lift back through center. Twist towards your left, pause. Right shoulder head sinking down. Left shoulder blade hugging to the spine. Looking over your left elbow, lift your chest a little higher. Flowing once with your breath. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center, unwind. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center, lift high, lower down all the way. Good, left arm extends straight to the left, palm down. Right hand underneath the right shoulder, bend the right knee, and start to roll to your left side. Right foot can touch down behind the left leg. This is a really nice place for a pillow underneath the head. Remember, you don't have to roll all the way over your left shoulder if that's too much, or if that's scary, right? Maybe you have previous injury there. So you can always be leaning just slightly to the left, rolling towards the left hip, legs stacked. If you feel sensation there already, then you're in the pose, right? No need to go further. If the right knee is bent, foot to the floor, and you want a little more sensation, scoot your hips towards the left or towards the center of your mat, increasing the space or distance between left hip, left shoulder. Maybe the right arm reaches towards the low back or towards the left arm. If your chest starts to rotate towards the sky, then bend the left knee as well. Both feet to the floor. 3 breaths wherever you've landed now. And extend your left leg, your right leg long, roll back towards center. If you scooted the hips, just realign, get your spine straight again. Then extend the right arm straight to the right, palm down. Left hand is underneath the left shoulder. Push off the left hand and roll towards the right side. Maybe you're here, just starting to roll to the right. Maybe the hips stack and you've rolled to the right side entirely. Or left knee bends, step the left foot down behind the right leg, and roll towards that right side even deeper. Maybe left arm reaches towards the low back. If you want a little bit more, maybe your hips scoot to the right or back towards the center of your mat. Finding your variation, 3 breaths here. When you're ready, extending your legs long, rolling back towards your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press to tabletop or all fours. Walk your knees forward. Bring the right knee forward towards between your hands. Pick the left leg up and put it right behind the right leg. So knees together, no space between the thighs, heels wide. And you can start to sit back into cow face. Virabhadrasana. You can sit onto the left heel. You don't have to come back all of the way, so you could stay lifted and think about pressing your tailbone to the back of the mat with the legs crossed, feet flexed. Or maybe you sit all the way back between the heels. And relaxing into your breath now, seeing where you can soften. Focusing on the hips. You can always add in the arm bind, the right arm reaching up, bending the elbow. The left hand either reaching to the outside of the right elbow to help lift it, or the left hand across to the low back, trying to interlace your hands to your back body. Wherever you are, try to keep your head aligned with the rest of your spine. So that may mean gently pressing the head back into the right arm. Or maybe focusing on the hips and trying to get those sit bones down is your focus today. So if the sit bones aren't level or aren't connected to the floor, you can bring a pillow underneath the sit bone that is connected to the floor so that the other side can learn to kind of hang down or release down. And that will bring your hips also to a more level position as you work into this pose. Now everyone, inhale, reach your arms up. Twist to the right, exhale. So right hand can come to the base of the spine, left hand can rest anywhere that feels appropriate. Broaden across the front of your shoulders, opening the chest. Rotate your gaze back and breathe in. Relax your waist, breathe out. And start to unwind. You're going to come forward, so you can either rock straight forward or you can unwind your legs first and come forward. Let's take cat-cow between sides. Breathing in, let your tail rise, heart forward, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Good, twice more with your breath. Left knee comes forward, towards between the hands. Right leg up and over the left. Eliminate the space between the thighs, heels wide. Start to sit your hips back in space. So you can always hold here for a moment and find that length of the spine. Feel the rotation through the rib cage. Since you're twisted through the hips, you can sometimes feel that through the core. Just allow everything to start to set here. You can sit back to your heel. You can sit back between your heels. Remembering that if the hips are unlevel or one sit bone is down, but maybe the other isn't down, a pillow underneath the side that connects to the floor already is the side for the pillow. So it's going to lift up that hanging side and allow the other side to drop in line. If you start to feel the other side hanging below the pillow, it might have released. You might be able to just sit to the floor now. And some deep breaths here. Squeeze the thighs towards one another. Relax through the waist. Maybe adding in the arm bind, left arm up, bending the elbow. Right hand can come over the top and lengthen that elbow up, or right hand across the low back, reaching towards the left hand. Or simply focus back to the hips and the sensations there. Re-engaging with your breath, slow inhales in, long exhales out. Breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to your left. Left hand towards the base of your spine, right hand wherever feels appropriate on the outside of your left knee. Rotate your gaze back. You can always do this pose with the bottom leg extended if you haven't sat back yet. And starting to unwind and cross your legs. And we'll come to a seated pose, the center of the mat. And just take some time, walk the hands back, fingertips point forward, little bend through the elbows, feet as wide as the mat. Windshield wiper the knees side to side, rocking the knees left and right, and lift up through your chest, open the front of the chest. So a little combo chest opener, and relaxing the low back. Good. And then through center, we'll begin to lie back, reclining on our mat. We're really focusing on the front of the hips, softening here, taking a few deep belly breaths. So as you breathe, you feel the belly expanding all the way down to your hips and your pubic bone. Maybe you notice another final position calling you here. Maybe butterflying the legs, the bottoms of the feet together and the knees wide. Or maybe your pillow underneath your hips for a gentle supported bridge. Wherever you are, breathing deep. Letting the jaw slacken. The eyes roll towards the back of the head. All the wrinkles melting from your face. Feeling the points of connection your body has with the mat. beginning to deepen your breath. If you're in butterfly, letting your legs slowly close towards one another. If you're on a pillow, lowering the hips back down. Yawning the jaw, maybe reaching the arms overhead. When you're ready, rolling to one side or the other. In your own time, making your way back towards a seated pose. And finding a little smile come across your face. Bringing your hands to heart center, breathe in, lift the heart up. Exhale, bowing the head down. No more, no less. Thank you all. Namaste. Thank you.